What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. I hope everybody's having a great day. Guys, this time we're not going to the moon, nor are we going to Mars. This time we're going to Saturn's largest moon, Titan. I know a lot of you guys asked me about that, and I ran across this one particular photo, and I think you guys are going to like it. Now, this time I'm going to let you guys make the decision. Are we looking at something that looks like a city, or is it nothing more than just geological? I believe it's a city. That's just my personal opinion. Again, I've always told you guys, do your own research. You don't have to believe a thing I say, but do your own research. All right, let's get into this because I think you guys will find this pretty interesting. And you can see it up here at the top left, NASA Science Solar System Exploration, Titan, Saturn's largest moon. Saturn's largest moon, Titan, is an extraordinary and an exceptional world. Among our solar system's more than 150 known moons, Titan is the only one with a substantial atmosphere. And of all of the places in our solar system, Titan is the only place besides Earth known to have liquids in the form of rivers, lakes, and seas on its surface. Titan is larger than the planet Mercury and is the second largest moon in our solar system. Jupiter's moon Ganymede is just a little bit larger by about 2%. Titan's atmosphere is made mostly of nitrogen, like Earth's, but with a surface pressure of 50% higher than Earth's. Titan has clouds, rain, rivers, lakes, and seas of liquid hydrocarbons like methane and ethane. The largest seas are hundreds of feet deep and hundreds of miles wide. Beneath Titan's thick crust of water ice is more liquid, an ocean primarily of water rather than methane or methane. Titan's subsurface water could be a place to harbor life as we know it, while its surface lakes and seas of liquid hydrocarbons could conceivably harbor life that uses different chemistry than we're used to. That is, life as we don't know it yet. Titan could also be a lifeless world. I don't think that's the case, but let's have a look. We can also jump over here. I don't know if you guys heard about this. Flying on Saturn's moon, Titan. What we could discover with NASA's new Dragonfly mission. So this is pretty cool because they just announced this. They're going to do it in 2026. You can see it right here. Flying on other worlds is the next leap in exploration in our solar system. The Mars helicopter is piggybacked on the NASA Mars 2020 rover mission to demonstrate the technology. But this is only the start. The real prize will be the Dragonfly mission in 2026, sending a drone to Saturn's largest moon, Titan, as just announced by NASA. Now, this is pretty cool. I'll give you guys the pages to this. You guys can check this out anytime you want. Now, this is the photo I ran across, which is pretty interesting, right here. And you can see it's from planetarySociety.org, or planetaryorg.org, rather. You guys can check that out. And it says right here, 70 kilometers above the surface of Titan, an artist's conception of Huygens' descent, which was a spacecraft that orbited, Titan, and I think they even crash landed into it. Huygens is inside the layer of complex organic condensate haze. Below that layer, the view becomes clearer. All right, so you can click on it right here. It says right there. Here's the funny part. I don't think this is like a total made-up photo, right? I think it's just been doctored. And you can see the credit goes to right here, and you can see it right here on the bottom. Raw images courtesy of ESA, NASA, JPL, University of Arizona. And then it says imaging, processing, and rendering by Rene Pascal. Huh. Why would you have to render anything? I mean, it's just a photo, right? Nothing there? Okay. Guys, you know me, I just think that they're up to something more than just that. I mean, of course, we never believed that about NASA. NASA never lied about anything anyway, right? So, anyway, I dropped this into Photoshop, and you can see it right here. And the first thing I done was, I said, well, okay, let's just see how Photoshop interprets this photo, right? So you can just go up here and go image right there, hit auto tone, and you'll see it right there. And then you can see auto contrast. It doesn't make much of a difference. And then we'll just do auto color, right? And this is what it comes out to. All right. I'm seeing much more than just it's kind of like a Mars thing, right? Where you see all that orange. Well, it's kind of like they're doing the same thing over Titan, which doesn't make any sense. All right. So, but I'm seeing blues, which they did say it has blue skies. It does rain. It has streams, rivers, the whole 9 yards, right? So, yeah, and it says methane and ethane. Okay, but that doesn't mean life can't survive there. It also said about 50 times atmospheric pressure compared to Earth. Okay, what about all of these sea life we have here on Earth? Well, how much pressure can they take, right? Makes you wonder. All right, just this alone, guys, and it just had me thinking. I'm going, what is going on here? And I'm going to show you guys, this is pretty interesting because, and now this doesn't look too great right now, and I'm going to cut through this a lot more in a second. I'm seeing I'm seeing this like ring thing. I don't know if you guys are seeing this, but right here, of course, I'm not going to do this very great. Goes down like this here, goes up. You can see what looks like a line there, but it has like this little piece here. Goes like this, goes back down. Goes like this, goes around. Goes like this. Now, of course, that's not completely clear, but you'll see that in a second right here. Just have a look right there. Okay. I'm going to jump down a little bit. Here's the thing that got me thinking. First of all, I seen that item. And then I seen down on this lower right. Do you see that? What looks like this weird shape. It looks like this right here going across, going down, and then it goes like this. And then the line stops. Wait a minute. What the hell does that in nature, right? Can you see that? Right there. And it actually goes on, now that I'm looking at it a little bit better right now, I can see it a little bit better here. It still goes down. It goes like this. And continues on. Of course, that's not very straight, but it's actually straight in that, which is fine. And then you get this piece right here. And you've got a couple darker areas here, which are probably nothing, and I don't care about that. What I see, though, guys, I don't know if you guys can see this. It's kind of like I said, it's kind of like Mars thing, where they did this weird, like they cover it with all kinds of crap on the photo. And I'm going to show you that right now because this is cool. Let me go back up here. And like I said, I just did a couple auto colors just to see what happened. And here you go. And then I said, okay, let me see if I can just bring this out a little bit more. Okay, all right. Now we're starting to see this a little bit more. Now look real closely. You can see this ring piece right here. It literally is going like this. Coming down. Looks like it goes down like that, but it comes up like this, and it actually continues on. It actually goes like this, guys, but I'm not interested in that. What I was interested in is the way this thing does this. And I'm going to show you this in a minute. It kind of goes around. See that right there? I'm going to circle the whole thing. Now, I tried different ways to bring out this stuff. You see these white pieces right here. Right here. And what you can see is like they try to, it's almost like they went over the line a little bit. See that right there? I don't know what's up with that. But it was just crazy how this thing looks. Now, what I'm also going to show you is what's in the background. And you can see the lines right here alone. Look at this. This is cool. I believe there's a whole city right here. Now, I don't really enhance that as much as I do this area down there. But you can see like this right here. Just the lines here going like this. There's different items all the way through here. And I'm going to show you that too, the best I can to bring this out. Again, we got like what they call, there's like an alpha layer. And what they do is it's either the background they're screwing with or the actual top of it. They're laying something over the photos, right? Let me show you this. So, did this, did a couple layers. Now we're just going to jump into this and see if we can't bring any of this out. So what I did was I took anything that was white and tried to bring it out more, right? And anything that was hidden, that was in between this garbage here, I tried to bring that out. Now, watch this. As we go along, okay, it's getting a little bit better. And again, you can see this object right here, this, I like to call it the ringed area. And kind of go like this. But you'll see this much, much better. I'll get into this more. My computer's really being taxed right now, so it's kind of being sluggish, so forgive me. It's just weird how this thing's acting. You can see how it's like just lagging behind here. I've got to do some other work there, put another video together for you guys, so my apologies if this thing's acting screwy on me here a little bit. All right, so I started to see this right here, and like you see these items way here at the bottom. Now, unfortunately, it's not clear, and the closer we go into this thing, the worse it just gets, right? But you can start to see these items. And like I said, it's going like this. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it goes up like this, goes across, goes back down. I think this thing goes down further than that, but I can't be sure. And of course, it goes down like this and goes across, so on and so forth. All right. Again, that's what I'm seeing, and you can just see that thing right there. When you back up, again, you're starting to see these little objects. Well, not little, because these things are quite large, right? Because it said it was 70 kilometers, I think it said. And so that's equivalent to like 43 and a half miles, right? Above the Titan surface. So here we are. We can see these items here. And we'll look like structures in here. And over here too. See that? Now, is it natural? We'll have to take a better look. Let's keep going down. So I started to get off some of the color. You can see that right here. Let me see if we can back up a little bit. Okay, so we had it really saturated here when we were enhancing it. And then I took some of the color out. And this is what we got. Let me just back up a little bit. Now let's go into this thing a lot deeper. And then I tried to bring it out, like I said, several different ways to bring this out. I'm going to go to here in black plate. And here we go. Now, I want you to take a look at the objects. Again, this object here and these objects here that are now being brought out. See this? Oh my God. This is cool because you can see, and guys, take your magnifiers at any given time, pause it. Again, you're not going to see anything super clear because it wasn't meant to be seen to begin with. Okay? So, looking at that, now let's go to the prior one. See how most of that is gone right there in that area? See this? Because this stuff, you can just barely see the white or the lighter areas under this manipulation. Now, some people will say, oh my God, I can't believe he thinks this is being manipulated too. It's absolutely being manipulated. And I'm going to show you right here, if we can get close enough to it without it distorting. Right here. Now, tell me what this is. You can see what looks like it goes like this here. It goes across, has this kind of archy thing kind of thing going on, and has these three legs going down. But this area here is being covered up. If we were to go back, you can start to see right here, these pieces, these white pieces go in here, goes in here, and then all of a sudden it's completely darkened out. Right there and right here. Doesn't make sense, guys. Now, you can see little bits and pieces of white right in here. Okay, so let's keep going with this. Let's see if we can find out what's really going on in this photo. Again, we have this area, and just that alone shows me it's more intelligently made, because what's the chance of seeing something on the ground that's flat, and it's like a ringed structure of some sort, right? What's the chances of that? And here's the line that I was telling you about, right here in the background, and you guys can see that. See the way this thing goes like this? What is the chances of that doing this here? Unless this is some kind of manipulated area, I don't see how that's possible, but it's not impossible, right? We don't know. And you can see this going like this, and then back over to here. It's going like this, going across, and it looks like there's some kind of weird little pipe thing coming out of this. Can you guys see that? Right there. All you're seeing is bits and pieces of this stuff in the manipulation. Now, this is what I decided to do. I said, okay, maybe I'm seeing this thing all wrong. Let me try a different approach. So I just took all the colors out to begin with, and this is from this photo here, by the way. This is the original, as you can see. You can just see that thing now, that weird item. Let me get into this just a little bit more for you guys. Look at this carefully. Now, we're going to see right here. Let me just go back up a little bit. Okay, right here. Right here goes like this. Now, it does actually look like it does go down like this from here down, but I can't make out that part. I'm not really worried about that, but it goes down like this, goes like this, goes up, goes over, goes back down, goes like this, and goes across. Now, look at this. Goes around. Of course, this is much thinner than I'm drawing it, but you guys get the idea. See that right there? Okay. Let's back out just a little bit. Now, check out these items laying on the ground here. Now, I can tell just by looking at this guy, stuff has been absolutely manipulated. You can see it all in this area here. All in here. All completely manipulated. It's the white parts that are trying to peek through here, here, and here that is the actual objects, or even if it's truly natural, why are they covering it up? You can see the smudging in these photos. Check this out. You can see what looks like white lines going like this inside this gray area. And notice how the gray area does this and then goes down like this, goes back down like this. But you can see the white pieces actually peeking through. Right here. Going like this, straight in here. It goes into a wide type thing, but check these things out. Look at the way it almost looks like roads going every which direction. And then we got what looks like a bunch of structures and stuff over here. And you can see what looks like little roads branching off everywhere. Is it roads? Is it nothing more than natural? Very good possibility, either one. Now, let's continue on right here. I'm just going to go down to this, darken this up a little bit. And this is what we're starting to see even more and more. Again, structure here. And it's multiple structures. You can see what looks like a little piece right there sticking out on top of this right here. Again, use your magnifiers any way you want to and pause it. Okay. And you've got this right here. On the bottom here, and all of this stuff, look at the way this thing spiders off. It kind of goes like this here. And I believe there's multiple things. There's 1, 2, 3. Can you guys see those right there? You've got these areas here. Wow, this thing's really lagging bad. But that's fine. We'll get through it. Right here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this goes like this. It spiders off. Now, is it possible this is like, is it possible that these are trees and stuff like that, and this stuff is just going underneath the brush, and that's why it looks that way, and it's not manipulated? I see too much of it right here. Too much manipulation. And you can just see that. It's been taken completely out. They did a good job of trying to hide this stuff, guys. Trust me. And again, we'll just back out a little bit, and we're going to go a little further in and see if we can get more out of it. And check this out. The reason why I drew this like this, I'm going to show you why in a second. The way this goes like this here. Watch. See, I can't bring this back out. Now, the only reason why I did this is because from here on, see it stops there, and it stops there. I made the assumption that it may connect. It may not. It may. It's hard to tell, right? So, back out here, went back in, and this is what I came up with. However, there's different items, like this one coming off here. Of course, I overshot the thing when I was making it white. It went onto this side, so this side doesn't matter. Now, keep in mind, it is 43 miles, or 43 and a half, whatever it may be, off Titan's surface. So, these may not be super large, but whatever they are, they're there. 43 miles, it sounds like a lot, but it really is not. Not when you're looking up from above the ground, right? Yeah, pretty crazy stuff. This right here, like I said, I'm not sure what to make of this because this goes like this, goes down into this. You got little pieces going into here, and then all of a sudden you got this right here, like a face or something, and it goes down like this. And I don't mean like literally a face, but I mean the face of this object. But yet this piece right here, you can see where they've taken out. Let's go a little further. Okay, so you can see right here, I made it lighter, and it looks like if you look carefully, you can see something doing this here. Okay, and then you got something here. Now, I'm sure there's more things, guys. I see another little white piece here. Like, it may be multiple things hiding in this. Now, also, I want you guys to take note of this. This object here, right here, it looks like this thing travels, whatever this may be, right here. What is that? Going like that there. I'm not even sure what to make of those. Are these structures? Some kind of weird crap? It doesn't look like something natural. At least in my opinion, it doesn't. Okay? I don't think that that is natural. Again, my opinion. Nobody has to follow that. Do your own research. But what I'm seeing is, even when I go back like this to the original, I can still see that object. I can still see that right there. And I can still see these objects in here. And again, check this out. Guys, I don't even have to do anything to this. Check this out. Look at the way, again, I said this about this white area, right? Going through this, like to try to cover it up. Check this out. Let's just follow this white piece along. Stops right there. Goes like this. But look, it goes right into the darker area. Comes out. Comes back over to here. And then you get this much wider line right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Watch this. See this going like this, very faintly, coming into here, coming down. Check that out. You've got another one going up this way, goes down, goes like this, goes over here. Almost looks like little roadways running alongside of each other. And it seems like something you would see right here on Earth. If you would, Google Earth or, going through trees and stuff like that. But there's a lot of it here, and this stuff is just being covered over. You can see like where it's like white here, right here. And then it stops, and you can see a little piece of white, and all of this is completely black. Like they just drew over the thing. And this is the reason why they lay this freaking color over the top of it, just like they do on Mars. Why? To stop any kind of individuality or any kind of crisp objects laying on the ground, so it stops you from seeing them clearly. And it also covers up their masking job. They're fooling with them and manipulating and so on and so forth. So, again, this is what I'm seeing here. And again, I'm not so sure about what's going back here, but something back here is pretty interesting. You can see where it has 1, 2, 3, 4. Has some kind of round piece right there with a dot in the middle, or some kind of structure or something. Well, not a structure per se, but something round. Not sure what to make of that. But guys, to me, this looks like something intelligently made. Now, why not? If it's a lot like Earth, other than being 50%, denser atmosphere, what does that mean? Now, we may not be able to survive on that, but that doesn't mean something else couldn't. So, or someone else, meaning being, is it nothing more than geological? I'll let you guys make that decision, man. Because I'll tell you what, I'm seeing things that just don't look natural at all. And some things I do, right? And then these lines here was just drawn Again, you can see these different ones I've drawn in here that were already there. And you can see these lines up here doing this. Going like this, going around, coming down. This going like this here. You can see this right here going like this. This coming around like this. Of course, that's not smooth. It's actually smoother than that. But anyway. Yeah. Check that out, guys. And I didn't do that in this one here because I wanted to see if I could find this and draw this stuff out for you guys. There you go. Let me just back out a little bit. And you can see it in color a little bit better. Check that out. And like I said, these objects in here, I try to bring out this as much as possible. The white that's being hidden by this manipulation, which is dark, trying to bring this stuff out. I think there's more to it than that. And if I think it's a lot like Earth other than its atmosphere as far as its density of the atmosphere, I think there could be much more on this planet than they're even willing to say. And again, they're kind of like, well, we'd like to see what's going on. And because of the atmosphere, because of the haze that's over the ground, they want to get a better look. And I'd be excited to find out what they do when they do that dragonfly drone type thing going on in, I think it's at 2026. So we'll see what happens with that. I'd be curious. Anyway, guys, look for the links in my pinned comment at the top of the comment section. Look for that, and I'll always have the links in there so you guys don't have to go looking for it. Check it out there, and let me know what you guys think. Anyway, guys, drop your comments down below. Give me your thoughts. Are we seeing nothing but geological kind of things going on, or do we see like it looks like structures as well? I'm seeing, in my opinion, it looks like both. It could be geological as well as structures there. Again, it's only my opinion. You guys do your own research. Look at the photo yourself and check it out for yourself. Like the video. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know you guys are on board. And definitely share the video. Always appreciated. You guys know that. I got some more moon coming up. And I got another gigapan coming up. And I've got several other ones coming up before I go on vacay next week. Which I'm going to try to have some videos for you guys then as well. Even though I'm on vacay. Let's see what happens. Anyway, guys. Thanks for watching. Always appreciated. And I'll see you on the flip side.